Hey, it's Ella, and thank you for being here with me. And so I'm outside. It's a beautiful day. It actually unexpectedly warmed up a little bit, but actually not as much as I thought it would. Um, so I wanted to post kind of a follow up to the meditation video that I posted yesterday. I was all excited about it because what I thought I was conveying was that there are different ways to approach meditation. That there's not only one right way to do it, and um, that's not apparently not the way the message came across at all. So apparently it came across as that I was dogging on sitting on a cushion and in a quiet place and that whole 9 yards. That's not at all what I meant to do. Um, and, the last thing that I ever want to do is be offensive, especially since, I'm nobody special. I'm not a professional. I am not a certified meditation instructor. I, you know, um, I was just speaking from my personal experience of how I personally had to approach meditation because I was told for so many years that it's something that would help me and that would be hugely beneficial, and it definitely is. But I could not approach it the way, the way that I think so many people, including myself, have in their mind that that's how you're supposed to do it. Um, so that's really all I was trying to say was that maybe just offering some different suggestions of ways that you can try meditation, um, especially movement meditation. If you find that the traditional idea of what meditation is too unattainable at this point in time, you know, um, and so I think, um, there's I always hesitate to say, to talk about things that I'm not an expert on, that I'm literally only sharing my personal experience about. Um, but, I'm going to fumble. I'm going to make, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to make sweeping statements that I'll probably regret after the fact. um, so I did it again. Um, I will also say this. Okay, sorry about that. Had to let the dogs inside because, God forbid, a neighbor comes outside and is talking in their own yard and the dogs go berserk. So, anyway, I will say this also. My my confidence is being tested a lot right now. Um, my everything is being tested a lot right now. I feel like I know that, kind of in the circles that I roll in, we call it leveling up. Um, it's, it's like, or raising your vibration, that kind of thing. But, it, it's constant and consistent growth is not easy. It is not easy. It is really hard. It's really challenging. It's tiring. Um, I've been resting a lot because I am definitely being tested and I can really feel it. And so, it's important to me that I continue to use this outlet. Um, for one reason, for one reason is that journaling isn't working for me the way that it used to. I don't really know why. It's just a shift that I'm having. Another thing is that I actually do process a lot of things out loud, and I have a feeling that this video is not going to have great sound because there's so much ambient noise in the background. uh, I'll do better next time. How about that? I just didn't see like that truck and the yeah, it's probably super loud. Anyway, I'm stressed out because I'm trying to get myself ready to leave the country in less than 2 weeks, and it's the first time I've left the country in over 10 years. And so I'm a little nervous about that. I'm nervous about flying, being air travel for 45 hours or however long it's going to take me to get to Bali. I have like no money. I'm back to having like no money, so I'm freaking out. I posted my car for sale. But the truth of the matter is that I don't actually feel like selling my car is the right thing to do. I was really trying to be gung-ho about it, like, yes, it's just, I can have all that money instead and whatever. And the reality is that I don't think it's the best idea for me to sell it. So it's like, okay, great. Well, now what? Because I still need cash. And so, additionally, there's some other things going on with some interpersonal things that, it's just like I definitely need to find a permanent living situation, or at least semi-permanent living situation, whatever the next phase is for me, living situation wise. And so I'm kind of struggling with feeling like I don't have a home base. I don't have roots. I don't have roots set up anywhere. And I am someone for whom my surroundings, my environment are extremely, extremely important. So I feel like there's just so much that's up in the air, and I feel just kind of lost. So that's where I'm at right now. It's a weird place. And I also feel like, I also like can hear like the voice of shame in my head of like, you shouldn't be feeling this way. You have so much privilege. You have so much. You have all of these amazing things, that are happening, and that you are, it's like just that voice that just shame on me. Shame on me for having feelings other than other than everything is okay. And what just hit me there was that is something that I have literally been carrying with me since childhood. That the only thing that was acceptable, the only feeling that was acceptable to have or to show, was that everything was okay. So now it's like, now I do it to myself. So, yeah. So that's a thing. That's just where I am right now. And, right now it is like this. I feel some kind of way. I feel a lot of kind of ways about a lot of different things, and a lot of the feelings are not positive, and that's okay. So here I am sitting in my, you know, eating my humble pie and just feeling like I'm on shaky ground right now. And there's not really a great reason why. There's a lot of little reasons, I think. So, anyway, so I'm going to keep it short. I don't have obviously a deep message or question or anything today. It's just this is just where I am. So, and certainly if I offended any of other, if I misspoke about meditation, that was absolutely not my intention. Meditation has been life-changing for me, but I also feel like it took me so long to be able to meditate that just thinking back to, when I first started, the mere thought of sitting down and trying to, find a place of stillness in my mind was so daunting and so overwhelming. It seemed ridiculous to me, honestly. It seemed like a thing that could literally never happen. And the more I've just talked to a lot of people recently for whom, they actually feel the same way. They feel like, oh, yeah, I could never do that. Never. So those were the people I was talking to, really. And, in an effort to try and connect with people who are currently feeling the way that I used to feel, I was a little out of bounds with not being clear that yeah, there is a goal with meditation, but you don't have to start out with that goal. If it feels too lofty, then you can start with something else, and that doesn't make it less. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. And thank you. I just want to say, if you're still watching, even with all my silliness and all my awkwardness and my weirdness, then thank you. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks so much for being here with me.